I would do a little vlog today. I've got a dirty windscreen, as it's a nice day. Last time I did my car vlog to try out my new cradle, it was a hideous day, wasn't it? We could hardly see, but the sun's shining here in sunny Berkshire, and I thought I would do another vlog. You seem to enjoy the vlogs where I blather on about next to nothing, so you're welcome. Here we go again, whilst barreling through the Berkshire countryside. So how have you all been? We've had Easter. Hope that was all good for you. I'm recovering from my cold, so I might still sound a little bit nasally, but nothing I can do about that. I'll tell you, these big lorries, they just feel like they're too big to go on the streets. So yeah, normal work day. I'm actually filming this, it's a Tuesday. My manager has been in Mexico. It was only 9 working days, but it worked out for about 3 weeks. Or she hasn't been in to work in April, so it feels like she's been off forever, but it's actually, when you count it in working days, especially including the Easter bank holiday, it's not actually that long. But she's back today from Mexico, so she's gets a gorgeous tan on her. We always joke because her mum's German, so we always say it's because she put her towel out first down by the sunbeds. But yeah, she does get a lovely tan easily, and she holds on to it for ages, so she's going to be enviably, I can't say that word, so she's going to be so brown today, and I'm going to be super envious of her. What else have I got to tell you? I haven't had any more therapy. I had my American therapist who specialises in narcissistic abuse. I feel like the trouble with it all is that they focus on advising me what a narcissist is. I know, I had one of my very own. What I don't seem to know is how to free myself from the trauma bond that I've got. It's definitely a trauma bond that was forged in my childhood. I had an incredibly abusive and emotionally unavailable and cruel mother. I don't really want to go into that, but that's where it started. And I think subsequently, because of her treatment of me, I don't know what love is. You know, do I don't treat my son like that. I mean, I was never that much of a maternal person. I never craved children and marriage and things like that. But with my son, I knew I was never, ever going to treat him the way that my mum treated me. I think I've gone the other way, and he's a little bit entitled now, spoiled brat, which is exactly what he is. You know, he still tries to get me to butter his toast, and he's 24 next month. So, you know, maybe I've overcompensated a little bit too much and ruined him for whoever he's going to marry. But yeah, I wanted to shower him in love, to let him know that he was loved. I still try and kiss and cuddle him now. Like I say, he's late 23. He doesn't let me do it very often, but it's one of those things. If he fancies a McDonald's, he'll say to me, "I'll give you a kiss and a cuddle." And I always cave to that. I'm up for a cuddle any time from him. So yeah, so anyway, she identified, and she could almost have been talking about Steve. You know, she could almost have been describing him as if she knew him. It's weird, isn't it? How do they all behave the same way? You know, there's a tick list, and he does all of them. It's like they go to narcissist school. You would think they'd vary from the pattern, but they really don't. Apparently they've got very, very rigid thinking. You've got no chance of changing them. I'm not thinking about or wanting to engage or do anything like that, but it's just weird how they all do the same thing without all getting together and making a little list of the way to abuse people. Anyway, there's a lady on YouTube called Dr. Ramani, and she has got a video about breaking a trauma bond. It's actually like a series of videos. She's kind of cut and pasted a lot of her different videos together to talk about it, and it's really, really helpful. What I tend to do is forget the bad things. I think it's like the PTSD thing. I block them out. And so she suggested writing a list. I've got a long, you know those to-do books that you can buy in Home Bargains and things like that. I've got a full page on both sides of things that I don't like about the person, and about 5 things that I did like, so that's quite telling. And I often now, upon Dr. Ramani's suggestion, get that out and just remind myself, you know, when I'm feeling a little bit low or a little bit weak, of quite how unhappy I actually was. If anyone else is going through anything like this, you might not, little pheasant, bless it, in the road, you might not, you know, you might not leave me comments or anything like that. You might just watch, and what I say might resonate with you. I will link Dr. Ramani's video, the Breaking the Trauma Bond, down below. She says quite a few interesting things. The part about not pinball, what do you call those, slot machine that you get in casinos. She equates that to how the abuser treats you, in so much as you keep putting money in and you don't get anything out. Occasionally you might get a tiny something out, so you keep doing it because some people get a big payoff. You've seen it, but it's not you, you know, and you're just tipping your money away. It's not about money, but your emotion, your love, you're just feeding it into that slot, and you are getting nothing out. And that really resonated with me. And she also lists, I think it's 7 or 9 ways to break a trauma bond. So anyway, it's a really, really good video. It's nearly an hour long, but I mean, if you can watch it while you're cooking or something like that, or even when you're driving to work like me, it's good. And when I've watched it a few times now, and when I feel a bit low or a bit like I'm ruminating and everything when I was in the relationship was wonderful, it wasn't. I watch it again, and it's really, I even watch it like you know those Paul McKenna tapes that you're supposed to like stop smoking, you listen to them at night and it talks to your subconscious. I often go to sleep with it playing, just so that it sinks into my little brain that I can do so much better than the relationship that I was in, and I deserve better. I think that's something that personally I struggle with, I think I'm lucky for anything that I'm offered, and I really shouldn't. I should have bigger boundaries and demand more for myself. So anyway, where was I going with that? I don't know. I was watching it. I was watching it this morning. I had a bad day on Saturday, and for something that I did, and I'm recognising, I'm very self-aware, I'm recognising my own patterns. Sunday I had a brilliant day, yesterday was a good day until something happened, and again it just sent me spiralling down, and I need to stop this. So that's why I was listening to Dr. Ramani last night as I was taking my makeup off, and again this morning. So sun's shining in Berkshire. I've still got a bit of a blocked nose. I am sorry if I'm sniffing. Oops, McDonald's bag. I'm sorry if I'm sniffing. It is what it is. I can't blow my nose, talk and drive at the same time. I'm looking forward to seeing my manager, hearing all of her holiday tales. Her son got married out there in Mexico, and I've yet to see a wedding photo, so I'm really, really looking forward to that. What else? Oh, I'm out on Saturday. One of my best friends, I met her. We both started a job on the same day. She's still there, but I left, I think about 8 years ago now, but we're still really good friends. And it's her birthday on St. George's Day, so it's her birthday on Sunday, but we're all going out on Saturday night. We're going to Marlow, which is about 10 minutes. I think Marlow's in Buckinghamshire. I'm right on the border here in Maidenhead in Berkshire of both Oxford and Buckinghamshire. So That's where we're going. Marlowe's quite posh, it's quite an expensive place to go out, but that's where we're going, and I'm looking forward to it. I actually, this will surprise you, don't know what I'm going to wear. Usually about 8 months in advance of any event I know exactly what I'm going to wear. When I went out the other week, I managed to fall out of the back of my friend's car. Well, I didn't fall out, what I did was I got stuck in the back. I was in the back, and it was a 2-door car, so it was hard to get out, and I got stuck between her driver's seat and the in the footwell. And I've got a massive cut on my knee and a big bruise, so that pretty much rules the skirt out. That and the fact that I am so pale. I'm another one that holds on to my colour quite well, but I haven't had a tan since 2020, I think, when I had COVID, and I used to go and sit out in the garden for about half an hour every day when I was off for 10 weeks. It was lovely. Do you remember how nice the weather was? I used to sit out then, and one of my son's friends came round. It was when you could meet someone socially distanced outside, and the kids decided to wash their car out the front because I've got quite a big front drive, so they could be far apart on it. And I went out just to say hi, and she said, "Oh my God, you look really well." I didn't feel well, but I just caught the sun, and I was, the sun had lightened my hair, and yeah, I wasn't looking too bad at all, despite how I felt. So yeah, I've got absolutely no tan. My friend is a beautician. She does spray tans and things, but she's just had an operation, so I don't think she'll be working. So anyway, I was thinking I can't wear a dress because of my scabby knee. I look like a schoolgirl. So I'm probably going to go what a lot of women of my age do for a night out, and that's the faux leather trousers and a nice top. But we will see. I've got a couple of days to think about it. I need to do my nails because they're lifting, and they don't seem to be, I don't feel like they look nice, but I don't feel like I've done as good a job as I usually do. I've got a new curing lamp. My old one gave up on me halfway through a manicure, and I'm wondering if it's not as strong, or I probably need to read the instructions better than I have. I've just kind of used it, but I'm wondering if they're not curing as well, and that's why they need doing, because they're only 2 weeks old now, and usually I can get 3 weeks out of them. So that might be the reason. I don't know, but I'll read the instructions and try and do better next time. But I need to do those before the weekend as well. Oh, I really need to blow my nose. I'm so plugged up. So we're nearly into Wokingham now. I wonder what way this car's going to go, because it's going quite slow and getting on my nerves. I'll put your indicator on. Don't go the way I want to go. No, it's going to go the way I want to go. No, it is. Never mind. So I think that's about all I've got to tell you. What else can I tell you about? Usually when I do these kind of things, I write a list. So I, have a little tick list of things to say. What did I finish with? I've been watching on ITV. I've actually paid for ITVX Premium now. It's $5.99 a month. For the past few months, this year probably, I've only ever been watching ITVX, and the ad breaks on it are so annoying. So I've actually, while I'm still got loads of programs on there that I want to watch, I've paid for the premium of it. Like I say, it's $5.99 a month, and you can cancel any time. I've got a week's free trial of it as well. So I watched Above Suspicion. I think it's quite old, but I really enjoyed that. I think there were 2 or 3 seasons of that. And now, for some reason, I stumbled upon it, and I just thought, I'll just be curious and watch it. And so I've started from episode 1 of Prime Suspect, I thought it was actually made in the 80s. I had a little Google, and it was made in 91. But it's so old-fashioned. It's great. It just, you know, when you can remember that time, they're all smoking inside, roughing up their suspects. It's just very, very back in the day. I think there's about 6 seasons of it, so, and each episode is over an hour long, so that's going to keep me a while, but I am enjoying it. I think I have, now I've watched it, I have actually seen this first season, but I'm going to persist with it. Helen Mirren looks beautiful in it. She's great as the role of Detective Inspector Jane Tennyson, so I'm enjoying that. Still looking for things to watch, although I found something new to watch myself. But drop down in the comments if you've got anything that you think I'll like, especially on ITVX. Oh, I know what I watched on there. It was a drama called The 12, and it's an Australian drama set in Australia. It's a courtroom drama, and it's the 12 are the 12 in the jury, and it's about their lives and about the decision they make about the court case. Really, really good. It's got Sam Neill in it. Very, very good. I really enjoyed that. So if you can pick that up on ITVX, I would definitely recommend that. I watched Luther. I saved Luther to the to the Easter holidays, because it's been on Netflix, hasn't it, the kind of the movie version of it, but I just wanted a time when I could like watch the whole thing in one go and relax and enjoy him. I mean, Idris Elba's just a dream, isn't he? He's so lovely. So I really enjoyed that, and I thought the story was good. I can't remember what happened to the crazy woman in it, the one with the red hair in the series version of it. Did she die? But I did hope that she hadn't died and she would pop up in it, but she wasn't in it. I don't want to give any spoilers if you've not watched it, but if you haven't watched it, I would recommend you do. Don't know what's going on here. We've got a traffic jam in downtown Wokingham, just about to hit the main street area. Shall I be nice and let that person out? I don't usually let people out, gets on my nerves, but I did. So yeah, this is the main high street part. I don't actually go down the complete high street. I branch off to go to down to the industrial bit, like I said, but this is as close as the high street will get. What time is it? It was only 8:10, and I don't start work till 1/2. I might have a little cruise around Tesco's, see if there's anything in there that I went in yesterday, managed to spend, oh, thought it was going to be a little prank then. I managed to spend £63 in Tesco's. I bought a fake hanging basket with little pansies in. I like hanging baskets, but because I'm short, it's difficult to water them, and also when you water them it all splashes down on you. So anyway, I bought a fake one with pansies in. I think that was £12. And then I bought a really nice box wreath in the shape of a love heart. It's got nothing in it apart from the box wreath, but I thought it would be really good to style up with seasonal flowers, to always have something to put on the door. I haven't got any seasonal flowers. I'll probably have to go to Home Sense or the Range or somewhere like that to pick up some flowers. But yeah, that was £12 as well. So I'm letting someone out and he doesn't want to come out. Yeah, so I thought that was a bargain. I don't know if it was on special. I'll show it to you when I get home, if I remember. So there's been quite a lot of traffic going on this morning. Or maybe it's because the schools are back. That could always be it, couldn't it? Who knows? They've got always shutting roads in Wokingham as well. And I saw a big kind of collection of temporary traffic lights waiting to be put out. So that could be another cause. What whatever it is, we're not going anywhere fast. I saw something on Facebook the other day. It was a local dance class, and I sent it to two of my friends who live locally, and they both ignored me, so I don't think they want to go. I don't think it's kind of place that I want to go on my own. You'd have to have a mate with you, but yeah, I thought that might be quite good. They didn't agree, clearly. I'm definitely not someone to go to the gym. I did have a gym membership, but I didn't like it. I didn't use it. I only used it for the Pilates and the aqua aerobics. I gave up on the aqua aerobics as well because I just didn't like. No matter how much I showered, I can never get the smell of chlorine out. I don't know if it was in my hair or in my pores. I just didn't like it. So I gave that up, which is a shame because I actually enjoyed it, but just not the smell. But that gym was part of a Holiday Inn hotel, and that Holiday Inn has now been completely taken over, and it's got refugees in it now. So the gym, you can't use it anyway, obviously, but so I don't have the opportunity to go there. That's not the only reason I don't go to the gym though. There are more gyms locally, but no, I just hate it. There doesn't seem to be any reason why we're going slow. Just don't know, people fiddling about. What's the time now? I might not go to Tesco's. As it's my manager's first day back, she might be in early and I can get in. See, my starting time was 8:30, but if I get in and there's someone there at 15:15, I can leave quarter of an hour early, which I really like. It just gives me more of an afternoon. So I'm hoping she'll be an eager beaver on her first day back and we'll be in the office early. I'm not going to go to Tesco's. I've made an executive decision, especially as the traffic is how it is. So over here to the left is where I usually shoot off to Tesco's. I slept like a log last night. I woke up in the night. I always wake up. It's just the amount of time that I actually wake up for. I only woke up for a little bit of the time. And I never ever sleep under the duvet, but I woke up and I was a bit cold, but where I'd flapped the duvet back off of me, all 4 dogs were lying on the kind of double duvet bit, and I couldn't get any. I mean, I wasn't awake enough to sit up and move them, so I just kind of tried to poke my feet under to get a little bit of warmth. Then I went back to sleep and the alarm woke me up, which is quite unusual for me. Well, usually the dogs wake me up, but they were asleep as well. The alarm went off and I must have had a really good night's sleep, which is nice, so I don't know why I'm yawning. Oh, I hate this kind of stop and go journey. Yesterday was so different. I absolutely flew in. Oh, there's a man in a Bentley, convertible Bentley. If he's single. Would like to date a traumatised 55-year-old. What do we think? Don't really fancy my chances. He probably wants to date a non-traumatised 25-year-old. Oh dear. Oh dear. What time do you all go to bed? I try to go to bed before 10:30. I am quite sleepy. Sometimes I can be really tired at 9 because I always have early mornings. But I have been trying to stay up a little bit later in the hope that it will make me sleep through the night, and it seems to be working quite well at the moment. That and the fact that I wanted to finish the episode on Prime Suspect that I was watching. Here we go, up into the industrial bit, nearly to where I work. Thank you for keeping me company on my little drive. Apologies for the nasally chat. Cold is definitely on its way out now, but it's just at that, you know, when you're so snotty that it could hang wallpaper. I'm at that phase. It's also the phase where I get really bunged up and then start to do coughing until I cry. That's an attractive look. Oh, lorry. I think these lorries sleep here for the night. I don't know what they're delivering, but I'm pretty sure it's like a well-known place where they can park up and go to sleep. So, yes, nice chatting to you. Not sure, as always, I'll have a little watch back in the edit of this vlog. If I'm super boring, I'll just delete it, but we'll see. It might make it through the car. Oh, nobody's here. I'm just going to sit in the car and look at Facebook. Take care, my loves. I'll see you soon. Bye.